So Gary, what are the actual steps one takes in a process of developing I guess, would it be right to say a search engine friendly site
Mm-hmm.
or an optimized site?
Sure, like if we were going to start a business and we, wanted to have a website to help us sell or, promote a product, service, how would you get started? And I think the key thing first is, like in the traditional world, you want to find out what your competitors are doing or who they are and what they're doing. And from an online perspective, you want to know what the money words are, what's important to them to drive their business.
But when you said the research, you're not necessarily talking about just researching their website. You're talking about researching their business as a whole and your own industry. And
yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Just again, in the traditional world, you start a business, you've got a business plan, and you've got a whole competitive section of the plan. What are your risks and opportunities? It's like a SWOT analysis. Your strengths, weaknesses, risks, opportunities, and threats, that sort of thing. But you can extend that to the website by looking at your competitors, seeing how they're ranked for or identifying what the words are that you think are important to them and to you, and how they're ranked for those words, and then why. What are they doing right or wrong? And you'll learn a lot. So we go back to our drawing board and we figure out, let's start the process to create our first iteration of a website. And one of the things that we're going to want to do is we're going to incorporate those keyword phrases that are important to the business within the site. And the way to do that is to really identify those keyword phrases and associate those specifically with pages on the site. So you target, every page should have a target keyword phrase. And if you can do that, then you really have you start to have a good opportunity to rank for that. And so you target a keyword phrase. Let's say we're in the hotel business, and luxury hotel Los Angeles is important to what we're doing. You want to write content. You want a page that's really written to that subject so that it's clear to search engines and it's clear to users that that's what that page is about. And when you talk to search engines or spiders, you really want to make it clear by using all of the tools that you have available. First, when you write the content, you intersperse the keyword in the content with a page keyword density on the page of like 3 to 5%, meaning if you had a page with 100 words on it, you would use the keyword phrase 3 times.
So why 3 to 5%? Why not the more the better?
Well,
it's not like
it's first got to be a good communication. If you fail at writing something that's not done well in terms of the vocabulary that you're trying to address, the education level, you're talking to somebody with a college education, you don't want to sound like a third grader.
Right. But at the same time, if you're talking to a third grader, like a college professor. Right?
That's right. No, that's right. But you would want to use the keyword phrase in the text of the content as much as you can and still have it be a really good communication. If it starts to get cumbersome, you use the keyword too much, that's really bad.
Right.
So you want to achieve probably a 3 to 5% keyword density. Again, it's just making it clear to the spiders, the search engine, what your page is about. And then you can also use some other tools that are really important, one of which, and probably the most important of which, is the title tag. A good syntax for page titling is to have the keyword phrase that page has been targeted for. Let's say it's luxury hotel Los Angeles, and separate it with a hyphen, and then put the name of the hotel.
So how would our header in the web page, what would it look like?
Well, are you talking about headings? Or?
Well, yeah. You said in the title tag we'd be using our keyword, luxury hotel Los Angeles. So what would we have? Something like Hilton luxury hotel Los
Actually,
Angeles?
the other way is actually better. If you
way.
put the keyword phrase first, you have a better opportunity, I think, to rank more highly for that.
Interesting.
It just is the word that page is about. Your brand is not what that page is necessarily about. It's the keyword phrase.
And you wouldn't put something like home necessarily. Like if it was the home page, you wouldn't put.
No, and it's funny, so many people do. It's such a waste. But no, it would be like luxury hotel Los Angeles hyphen Hilton Marriott, Hotel Bel Air, whatever.
Now just to be clear, with each page that we're doing, are we talking about a single keyword, or are there multiple keywords that we target a page for?
That's a good question. Ideally, one keyword phrase, possibly two keyword phrases, but don't go beyond that because then it's not targeted. You want to make it clear, crystal clear what that page is about.
I see.
You can use title tags. We talked about the syntax for that. You can use heading tags. H1, H2, H3 tags are some of the most unused tags that are available to us, and they're certainly very powerful, primarily because a lot of people don't use them.
Right.
And people don't use H1, H2, H3. I think a lot of times designers come out of class with the idea, or their courses with the idea that it's horsey. They want to define things in CSS through div tags, and they exclude using H1s, but you can redefine those. We can redefine H1 tags in CSS, cascading style sheets, so that search engines are benefited by the fact that they're called H1, but you take care of your aesthetic needs because you've redefined it to use the font, the color, the parameters that you've defined as part of the branding.
Right.
So it's a win-win.